Have you ever wondered, where does all the corn in the world come from? I mean, we have canned corn, we have corn chips, we have corn alcohol, we have corn on the cob, so many different types of corn. And each is made with a different specific type or breed of corn. And those types of corn, they didn't really just come about naturally. Each type of corn has to be selectively hybridized, bred for each purpose that it's used for. And part of that process is called detasseling. So today I'm going to be talking about detasseling, and specifically I'm going to talk about what is detasseling. I'm going to talk about the reasons for detasseling. I'm going to talk about how detasseling is carried out. It's done. First of all, what's detasseling? Detasseling is the process of pulling or cutting tassels from certain corn for the purpose of hybridization of a better species of seed corn to plant and get better corn. So with that, usually the seed companies are the ones doing it. What's the reason for it? Well, to create hybrid corn, you have to have one species of corn pollinate another species of corn. Usually corn self-pollinates because it has the male part, the tassel, and the female part, the silk and the corn cob, on the same stalk. So to have one corn stalk from one species and pollinate a different corn stalk from another species, you have to remove the tassels from the female species, the one that's going to be receiving the pollen from the tassel of the other species. So to do that, you have to take out the tassels from the female corn, and that's what detasseling is, the process of taking out or cutting off the tassels of the female corn. Well, how's this detasseling done? Usually they have a big machine that has wheels that are 6 or 7 feet tall, and above that they have arms that are probably about 10 or 15 feet long on either side. And these arms they'll have different special blades about every 20 inches along their length, which is about the width of a corn row, and they'll go along the corn and slowly drive through the corn field and pull out or cut off the tassels from the female corn. After that, though, there's still a lot to be done, because that only removes about 80% of the tassels. Now you have to have actual human detasselers go in and manually pull out the tassels. And for that, it's a pretty hazardous job, because there could be pesticides, there could be herbicides, there could be insects in the field. So you have to have good protective equipment. And that could include safety glasses, can include long sleeves, possibly boots or a rain poncho if it's raining or they just irrigated the field. Could be a lot of different things that you need to use before you even get in the field. Then once you get in the field, a detasseler will go and they'll actually go on down a row and pull one by one the tassels. And so that's usually a field's about half a mile long. Sometimes it's, in total, a detasseler walks 10 miles a day. So it's a really fatiguing process to get all the tassels off the corn to breed the correct kind of seed corn. So in conclusion, we've talked about what is detasseling, we've talked about why they do it, and we've talked about the very fatiguing process and an in-depth process that takes place to get it to actually work. So next time you have a delicious corn chip in your hand and you take a bite of salsa-topped corn chip, think of all the effort that it went into making that perfect kind of corn for that corn chip.